What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
And today we're joined by Klein from Boelter and Lincon, and Jeff Wagner is back. Since Ryan Braun's suspension was overturned because of chain of custody issues, some are still saying he got off on a technicality, not necessarily because he is innocent. Will Braun's image be tarnished forever? And it's something he definitely talked about at today's press conference, about that he feels he has a lot of work to do yet to regain people's trust and have that squeaky clean image.
I think that's pretty accurate on his part to say that, because he's going to have to continue to face the court of public opinion, especially through the entire baseball season, and they're not going to be friendly at all, regardless of whether he's innocent or not. You know, the MLB is still fighting it, so you know, he's a tough guy, and I think he'll pull through, but still, it's going to be a tough road for him.
Well, and look at the pressure that he's going to be under. If he goes out this year and hits 250, and everybody's going to say, oh, see, last year it was nothing but a cheater. I will tell you, this is one of the most masterful press conferences I had seen. The way he lays this out, he is either one of the best pathological liars. I used to be a prosecutor, so you deal with these people. He is either a pathological liar, or this is a guy who is telling the truth and really was genuinely wronged. I happen to think it's a guy who was telling the truth and really was genuinely wronged. And if I'm Major League Baseball, if some of the things that Ryan Braun said are in fact true, rather than threatening to continue this litigation, they might want to be looking at examining their process, because either from a confidentiality perspective, which is key, who leaked this and why do they still have a job? And what's a courier doing taking this sample and keeping it in his basement or his refrigerator for 2 days?
Yeah, and, you know, and I really appreciated the fact that he came out guns a-blazing and really tackled all of the hard-hitting, you know, comments that people were making, rather than just taking kind of the back seat to the whole matter. So, you know, I wish him the best, and I hope that people, once the next scandal comes over, people will forget about this and he can just play some stellar baseball.
Katie, do you believe him?
I do believe him.
Yeah, I do too.
I do believe him, and I really want to know why the MLB thinks, you know, that his urine was so radioactive. Like, obviously there was something in there that made it, you know, not appropriate. So if they want to continue to make that claim, why don't they give more details? Yeah,
I do too. And again, I'm a cynic. I really am. And I've had criminal defendants. I've had criminal defendants look me in the face and lie to me. I will tell you. I mean, I looked at him. I believed him. His explanation makes sense. And to me, it's Major League Baseball now. The burden's on them to come forward and answer some of the very, very serious questions I think he raised.
I think he convinced some people today who are still on the fence.
Yep. Agreed. Yep.
All right, guys, coming up next, facial recognition technology can now figure out your gender, letting companies target you specifically for advertising. Is that going too far? Joined by Klein from Boelter and Lincon, and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ. Okay, a billboard is up in London that uses facial recognition technology. And 90% of the time, it will guess whether you are a man or a woman. It gives you a different advertisement depending on your gender. It is the latest in a slew of facial recognition technologies being used right now. Should companies use the software that a lot of people think is just too invasive?
I think I'm on the fence about this. I think it's really cool technology, and I'm not surprised that we're moving this direction at all, considering it's going to be on cell phones, and it's really just starting to take off. But there's a part of me that is still kind of creeped out by this. I'm not sure I want somebody to tell me what I'm wearing or what my best features are, some computer program anyways.
Yeah, this is the wave of the future, though. Actually, I mean, I see the value. If I'm walking past the subway thing and there's this billboard and it says, okay, you know, this is a guy, so he's more inclined to want to see this particular type of advertisement as opposed to something else, I don't have an issue with this. I mean, it is creepy at a certain level, but at least in this context, no problem.
Okay, so what happens though when the system fails and you walk past, Jeff, and it claims that you're a chick? Then how are you going to feel?
Well, but it's no different than I'm going to be looking at then I'll be looking at the same ad that I would have otherwise been looking at that they put up for the chick. Well, no,
I do think that technology is taking us in a direction where it's more and more difficult to lead a private life.
It is definitely leaning in that direction.
All right, our last topic. It's a big honor for our colleague, Jeff. He was surprised to find out last night the governor declared yesterday Jeff Wagner Day. We've got a plaque to prove it. And Jeff, I know this was funny. You said, you know, you're rarely rendered speechless. This one got you.
It did. As a matter of fact, I'm very involved in the Boy Scouts, and for the last 10 years out in Waukesha, they have a ceremony every year where they honor all the young men who've gotten Eagle Scout awards. You want to talk about something that's life-affirming, that's that. And I've emceed it for the last 10 years. This was a complete and total surprise. In the middle of the program, all of a sudden, there's this little thing in the script that says, you know, read proclamation, and the Boy Scout leader comes up, 400 people. Turns out the proclamation is for me. It's like Jeff Wagner Day, February 23rd, 2012. I really was speechless. And what I don't understand is my wife knew about it. My program director knew about it. My producer knew about it. Lots of people at the Boy Scouts did, and I didn't. So it was very cool.
They kept a good secret.
That's fantastic.
It was, and so thank you very much to all the people in the Waukesha, the Potawatomi Area Council, Boy Scout Council, for letting me be part of your family for the last 10 years. And to everybody else, happy Jeff Wagner Day +1.
Well, what are you going to do with that plaque?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going up on the wall here. But first I have to show it to a couple of my friends and my relatives and stuff.
Who won't believe
and
you.
then it's going up on the plaque. Chamraz says I'm going to be even more difficult to deal with than I typically am.
Oh, I completely agree.
I want to know, what did you do to take advantage of your day? Did they let you like knock off of a bank and you get away with it? And is that what it means
Maybe
to
just
have
a
your own
Jeff
day?
parking spot. I don't know.
Do you get to speed on your way back and you get off without a ticket?
No, all I got was Susan Kim saying, "Did you bring donuts in?" I don't understand what that is. That's the first thing, and I didn't.
Susan is on top of it, man. She
Food,
knows what the
She's got her
newsroom
priorities
wants.
straight.
So Jeff, you know, I was talking with my friend Jean, and I really want to come in wearing a Jeff, Wagner mask today, but instead I'm just wondering if you can autograph this for me, and so I can hang it up in my cubicle at work. That would be awesome.
You've got it, and I tell you what, I'll throw in one of our T-shirts as well, my friend.
Oh, I love your style.
It's Jeff Wagner Day +1. What the heck?
All right. Happy Jeff Wagner Day.
Thank you, guys. Happy Friday.